That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Williams will pass. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
He might want another play. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's a tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Looking to throw on first down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Stands in and takes the hit. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Keeps the play going. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
Man, you cannot coach this to quarterbacks. Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. As soon as he felt the lane, he was gone. No second guessing at all. That was picture perfect, and he uses his speed to just gash the defense.
Now with a 1st and goal, let's see what Auburn's got cooking. The offense changing the play. Williams looking for a man. Rushes on him. Looking to scramble. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of him.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tiger.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running to Green. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Right back to the well. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Vols will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No fair catches here, looking for room. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pocket breaking down. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Here's a heat. He's in open space downfield. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
I love it. I love 1st down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Oh, nobody opens, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the 1st down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. Just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And right down the middle. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Volunteers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll run it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed 1st down on 2nd down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on 3rd down.
A solid pickup there, works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. It falls incomplete and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Volunteers will try to move the chains on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to adjust the pattern. Williams looking for a man. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Back to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Auburn! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
So here is the Tennessee offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Grab near the sticks. It's Jefferson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It is a maxim of Tennessee football that you must be physical.
Physical. It's this kind of people they are, right? Tennessee people are physical. They want to do the dirty work. They're willing to do the dirty work, and you love it when your team has a bunch of grinders, a bunch of physical guys, a bunch of blue-collar guys that want to work.
Quickly complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And the ball's in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Touchdown ball! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. Williams will pass. Floating away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. The touchdown drive cut the deficit last time they had it, forced the punt, now a chance to really make this a football game.
And I think if you're the offensive coordinator here, you're revisiting that last drive and asking yourself, okay, what did I call? What worked? What can I keep dialing up so we can keep scoring?
Dang right, because you got the momentum. You're back in this football game. Everything is going your way. Your defense just contributed, so that lead they had, just keep chipping away, and who knows what will happen.
Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The inside handoff. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And a nice play by the defense. Third and short, you're thinking run most of the time, but a really nice job playing tight on the wide receivers, playing the pass and giving no space for the offense.
Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Fourth down and 10 and barely a thought of kicking it. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Handoff from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Making side adjustments here. Williams looking for a man. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Turner. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Buys a little time. Firing to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points. How about this Tiger quarterback etching his name alongside the greats and maybe wearing out Army with extra push-ups after all these points?
And you just think about those guys having those kind of days as Nick Marshall, Cam Newton, just superstars at the position. That's what kind of day he's having so far.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Looking for a huge play. Grabs it inside the 15. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, I know that's not exactly how the offensive coordinator drew that one up, guys, but how about Johnny on the spot doing a great job concentrating? The ball gets deflected, but he's somehow able to reel that thing in, come up with a big play for his offense.
And how about that defense in the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Splits the uprights. It's good. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Williams will pass. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Now he'll fire back into the middle. He hauls it in and nobody's close. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set here in the 2nd half as Auburn about to kick it off. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Jefferson. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Good job reading the defense by the quarterback on that RPO fake. He waited to see how the defense was going to play the run. He saw defenders bite up close to the line of scrimmage, and right away he knew he had the slant throw right in behind him.
Wants to throw on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires left. That's caught. It's Jefferson.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with his group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
Wants to throw again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Is ready to go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback D going the other direction.
Got it in the middle. It's Turner. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Quarterback may change this route. Williams looking for a man. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting a good lick as he's throwing the football.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Off play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. Williams will pass. Lets it fly. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He goes out of bounds, but what a play to create a sudden change opportunity.
And for that quarterback, that was a good feeling that turned bad really quickly. He saw cover one. He got excited, taking a shot deep down the field. After he threw it, though, he could see the defender had better positioning than his receiver did, and that ends up being an interception.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Makes the grab on the big throw. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking to fire. Right on the money. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They just keep firing. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to fit the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Williams looking for a man. Quick completion on the out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got it on the move. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times, those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times, good things happen.
The Tigers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Man, it looked like this offense was going to get in the end zone for sure. Was going to get a touchdown, but how about the defense bowing up, getting a sack, forcing an incompletion. Big 3rd down coming here.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
On the move from inside his 5. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Our final quarter is on deck, and it looks as if they are ready to go. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Direct snap. Look out, he's got room. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. The Volunteers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. The Vols are flying down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw again. Makes the catch. It's Jefferson. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Well, the defense just has not had an answer for this guy working out of the slot so far. Man coverage has been tricky. He's beaten them in zone. You might want to think about bracketing him where you've got a defender on the outside and the inside to see if you can force the quarterback to go somewhere else with the ball.
Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in, I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. Off the play fake. This time it's complete. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Under fire. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
Well, that play never had a chance. On fourth down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, and tremendous aggression there on fourth.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. It'll be third and long. Quarterback making checks. Williams will pass. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Looking downfield on first down. Looking for the end zone. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except the ticket holders.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tiger. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conway. They're up by 4 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. So here is the Tennessee offense. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And back to the air on 2nd down. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Might be changing the route. Williams looking for a man. This time he's got it. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open. Quarterback's best friend, and this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Wants to throw again. Snagged out of the air. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. On 1st down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Complete in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. Leaves it with the running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Listen, I'm not one for moral victories, and obviously they're trailing by a lot of points late in this game, and they are going to lose, but it is a good sign if you're the head coach of this team that you're seeing your guys out there still competing and still fighting until there's zeros on the clock.
Shoots it to the left. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Looking to throw on third. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
And he'll take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He might want another play. Williams will pass. Fires to the tight end. They corral it out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. They'll move the tight end. Still looking on the move. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Catch inside the 30 and still running. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them.
Deep shot for the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On the set. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, then you're going to have time to throw.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Blasted as he lets it go. And the pass is dropped and incomplete, and that's going to do it. Clock has struck 0, and the ball game is over. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All three phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.